Alright, today is going to be a quick video. We're retrofitting this Honda CR-V to an EXL / Sport Touring. This is an EX. They didn't have any EXLs, I believe, at that day when we got the vehicle, and they wasn't budging on the price. I wasn't too sold on the price on the EXL compared to the EX on what they were offering me on this car. So I decided to just go ahead with the EX. My wife loved it, and you know, it's a daily, so we didn't really think nothing of it until I started realizing the features between the EXL and the EX. This is an all-wheel drive, so that's what was our main priority. Disregard this mess. This is probably me. I'm shipping a bunch of things out, storage. And yeah, we have an EX without a wireless charger. We sourced one out from eBay. I got this for pretty much a steal. I got this for about $60 if I'm not mistaken. So it is crazy that I paid for this whole thing. I was like, I was just gonna get this, but they wanted like $90 just for this. So, and I think OEM, they sell it for about $200. So at the end of the day, I don't mind getting that little console with it. The next thing we're upgrading is gonna be the radio. This is a 7-inch that comes in the EX, and the lower trims, the XLX. I know the Civic does the same thing, but EXL and above, they get the 9-inch. We're getting this as well replaced with the 9-inch. We're gonna stay with this little daily probably for a little bit, so might as well get it comfortable. I'm also gonna probably put like a small music system on this just to kind of have the comfort. Nothing crazy, nothing too intense, but just this. Wireless charger is my priority. With the 7-inch, you don't get wireless CarPlay, which is the most annoying thing ever because you have to have it wired. It's 2025, bro. My car is a 2013 and I have wireless CarPlay. So that's one of the things she didn't like about it, but we're gonna go with that unless we end up selling the car by then. But so far we're about to hit a year with this car. It's been nothing but great. We have collected about 12,000 miles, and yeah, let's get on with this install. So we gotta remove these panels, these plastic panels. I'm also gonna check the radio because I want to ensure that the 9-inch is compatible without buying the receiver in the back. I think they are. If I'm not mistaken, I did the same thing too with the Civic, putting in the Touring display. I think it's similar because I didn't buy a receiver for the Civic, and I don't think I have to buy a receiver for this. I just need the display. So I will double check all that, make sure, because if not, then I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, because the receiver is another $300, the display is another $300, so that's $600 out the window. And I'll probably try to sell this, but nobody really wants to buy this unless something really got damaged. I'll put it up for stuff like $150 or $100. Whoever bites. But yeah, let's try to get this off, put that new one on, and I'm gonna check the condition on this one versus that one. Probably be easier just to swap the whole thing out, but let's try to do this. Alright, so we got it out. All these plugs. I gotta get this clip out, which is under here. Had to put it back on park because it kept complaining. And yeah, I gotta move this shift assembly there. Okay, so is a plug missing. We need this plug, so I'm gonna double check if it's in the bottom somewhere. All right, we're minutes into the future already. We took this panel out. I was trying to figure everything out, so I started from the far edge. As you can see, I damaged this part because I was trying to pop it out from there. That was a bad idea. Start from the far edge and it will pop out, and then you can, once you get the first 2-3 clips out with your panel puller, you can then use your hand, start gently popping it out and work your way all the way over here. There's going to be 2 bolts right there, Phillips head. You can take it out. I think it's a size 8 maybe, because I tried a 10 but it wasn't fitting, so I used my drill with an adapter for the Phillips and got it out. There's 2 bolts there, 2 bolts on the top. That gets popped out with the panel. From there, work your way around, gets out, and then you can just lift up the radio. Now I got it here in my hand. I disconnected everything. I'm starting to remove these little tiny screws with a small Phillips, and there's another screw there, so I can pop this out. What I want to know is if I need the receiver or not. And people that sell the display, the 9-inch display, they don't show how it's connected. They just show that there's two harnesses that gets plugged in, and I don't know if it's from this or it's different. You know, I haven't seen a video yet that displays it or shows it, so I'm gonna remove it myself and figure it out. So it looks like I gotta remove all these little screws to pop it out. Okay, so yeah, for those that want to know, it is completely different. This is the receiver. We can't use this receiver. As you can see, that's how it is. And yeah, so this is gonna be a problem because we have to order the receiver and the display. All the work done for you guys. So get the receiver and the display and you should be able to mount it on. I'm gonna take pictures of this, see what corresponds to the other receiver and what would be ignored, and take a photo. I thought this was gonna be way easier than said, but yeah, it's not.